Welcome to Your Life in Film. I'm your host, Ted Bennett. Joining me this week, Jake Bradbury. Jake is a producer, director. He's produced more than 50 short films. He's also written 3 feature-length scripts. Jake is the operator of the production company 512 Media, which he's been doing for about 15 years. And he does a lot of commercial work. There's some good stuff. I'll link some stuff in the bio. Jake's most recent film, which he co-directed, Disfigurer, is on Alta. It's a great film. I saw it in LA in 2024. It was really good. And Doug Jones is in it playing a human, which is quite fun. Before I hit record, we were talking about Jake's wife being a writer for The Groundlings, which is why I assumed he was based in Chicago, which you'll hear me say. But first, we're talking about AI. So let's get straight into it.
We go, oh, we love to humanize our food or chickens or cows or whatever, animals of any kind, or dogs, and attribute human attributes to animals or human attributes to AI. And it's a slippery slope, man. You do it too much, and you try to apply humanity to something that isn't human, and it's tough.
And it's only humanity by how we rate it in today's standard. Yeah. You know, it's like, even if you were to take it back 100 years, not even 100 years, like 60 years, like morals of the people 60 years ago would seem barbaric in certain ways to us. So you've got to be really careful. It's like if you're telling a robot, like, oh, this is like, you should be a good human based by 2026 standards. Right. And it's like, but there are things that we still quite haven't ironed out the kinks yet, where what's considered good. So
and who's controlling the AI?
Good?
It's only as good as the controller too, right? Like you can program something to be pretty malevolent.
And luckily, it's only billionaires who have these things.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I don't think giving all of our power and our society over to technocrats, I just don't. Maybe not a good idea.
Maybe.
Actually, I can affirmatively say yes.
Oh, you can?
A terrible idea. A terrible idea.
Hot take, everyone.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No,
I sometimes say like normal things that everyone knows in a profound voice. Do you know what I mean? And like, I catch myself doing it, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, guys, we need sleep. What if humans needed sleep? And everyone's like, okay.
Water, hear me out. Drink
hear me out now.
I'm just saying. It comes bottled in the shops already. What if we just cracked them and drank them?
What if, like, equality, right? Like, what if we did that?
You're a madman.
Yeah,
How dare you come up with
Get
these
out
thoughts?
Of here.
Get out of this world. No, but it is also bonkers that there's seems to be a whole, like, sea of people who aren't interested in equality.
Right.
And then you're like, how?
Yeah, how?
It affects you.
Have you lived?
Like,
it's
equality
the golden
is the
rule.
reason.
I thought we were all told about the golden rule when we were children.
They were told different rules.
Yeah, different rules. It's true. No, it's true.
I think it was more of a white rule they were told.
Yes, there we go. Yes. You're the best, and there's no problems.
Hey, if you're
rich,
straight white male, you've hit the jackpot, babe. You ain't got to do nothing. You don't even have to be good at what you do.
That's right. You can get to the highest office in the land. Anyway.
Yeah, let's not get political.
It's not a political podcast.
Are you based in Chicago then?
Los Angeles. Glendale.
Lovely. Then I thought Groundlings was Chicago.
It is Chicago based, but there is a pretty big school here as well. Yes, a lot of people who graduate from the Groundlings and do Sunday Company and stuff go on to SNL. I mean, they do auditions at least. My lady is in like advanced writing lab, which is the first thing before the big companies like actually performing at the Groundlings.
Oh, nice. So does she look at things like Dropout and consider those to be sort of the new places you want to try, or is SNL still like the place to go for her?
It's funny. She is like, I'm just going to keep going. Yeah. She has no plans for the future. There's no like, I'm getting on SNL or Dropout or anything. And although she does occasionally say, no offense to anyone, she could do better than some of the people on Dropout. Which, okay, go do it then.
Go call up Sam Reich. Go tell him.
Yeah, exactly. Go do it. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, she is incredibly funny performer and writer. So there would be no stopping her. I just wonder what she wants to do with it. We'll see.
I guess.
Although there are so many avenues these days to being a successful performer.
You can still use that successful performer and writer to then work a 9-to-5 job, working copy for other companies,
or get your own audience.
I think that's I think that's the most rewarding, but it is the most challenging. And if you're not and I'm not going to say like if you're not a performer, because she is a performer, but I think there are certain people who, that theatre kid energy, they thrive in front of it. And then there are other people who it's unfortunate that's a part of their job. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm not a massive performer, but I will perform when I have to. Right. So it's a very, and I wonder if she's doing the writing side of it. Is there more of a like, well, if I'm in the writer's room, I'm getting the high fives from all my fellow writers and they're the people I want to impress? Or is it, I want to impress, the idiots on the street who don't know what's funny?
Yeah, it's tough. I would say advice to anybody who wants to do that. I was like, okay, do it for 10 years straight. Yeah. Never stop. That means uploading every 3 times a week for 10 years. Yeah, if you can't do that, then don't do that.
Yeah. Also, if you want to just say that you're a comedian, just do an open mic once a month.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Exactly.
That's all you have to do. I mean,
she was a stand-up comedian. She was a stand-up comedian for a while. Yeah, that's the hardest. I honestly think that's the hardest thing.
Will I recognize her from anywhere?
No, I don't think so. No, okay. No. Her name is Celia. Celia Carver. She's great and funny, and an undiscovered talent.
Was After Party her short?
Yes, it was. She made a short film. It got into I think it was the Houston Film Festival.
Oh, nice. After Party. I feel like
she wrote, directed, or wrote and starred in it.
Did it go anywhere else, or did she only take it to the...
I think she took it to the internet. I'm not sure if it's published yet, but it might be. I don't know.
Well, we're not here to talk about her.
Oh, right? Yeah. I mean, we're
here to talk about... She's great. White men. That's what we're here to talk about, people.
Thank God.
You have your production company. Is it a production company? I do. Yeah?
Yes.
And that does a lot of sort of commercial work? Mm-hmm. Is it a mix of everything, mainly commercial work?
Yeah. 512 Media is something I started a long time ago when I realized after I took my first job as a PA, I was like, oh, I don't ever want to do this again. So I started my own company and started doing business profiles, and it's been going for about 15 years now. I do branded and commercial stuff. So any, corporate interview type things or events or anything, I cover those. And then the commercial stuff as well. So for any brands or anything like that, I do commercial things. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And was it this sort of background that led you to making Disfigurer?
That is a tougher question. It was the other way around. I love narrative film and I love film and I went to school for film and I made, a million short films. I've literally made like 65 short films in my career, and I've won every award you could possibly imagine. I've been to every film festival you could possibly imagine. That's not bragging. It's just like...
It's a fact, yeah.
It's a fact. And, my advice to somebody or even to myself would be like, make a feature, man. I could have made 5 features by the time I made 65 short films. So I don't know if 65 short films is a brag. It's like, you made a mistake. Go make features.
I know what you're saying, because like there's a point where like 3 shorts feels like if you've not been invited to play in the feature game after 3 shorts, maybe
there's something wrong with you. You're not spending enough time on your shorts.
And I was like, oh, that's scary for me because I'm on 2.
Here's what I always say, and say make a feature in your 20s, and it's going to be really bad, but so what?
Yeah,
you'll have the experience, and you'll have people that are dumb like you that will help you for free to do this passion project in your 20s, and it just gets harder as you get older because people have kids and families and things, and you're like, hey buddy, can you help me with this? And they're like, I can't take 3 weeks off my family to go help you with your weird,
what do you mean? This is better
project
than your family. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. It gets harder and harder to convince your friends that it's a good idea to do your feature with you.
Then it just...
And plus, most of the people that are successful feature filmmakers in some way or another made a feature in their 20s, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it still gets distribution on some kind of Tubi channel or whatever the heck, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people forget that for every 27-year-old Spielberg and every 23-year-old Kevin Smith, there is Schlock by John Landis.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
No one knows that one.
No one's going to see your first film. I mean, they might, but if they go look it up, but only if you're successful. But I used to have a podcast called First Films, and it was about people's first feature films and making them, and then like wherever they are in their career.
They're my favorite. First features they're some of my favorite films to go back to. Like, I watched Thesis by the guy that did Open Your Eyes and The Hours and something else. But it's just this, a woman trying to do her thesis, and it's on violence in cinema, and then she discovers a snuff film. And it was made like 2-3 years before 8mm. And it's like this is dope. This is absolutely dope.
Yeah.
And cool. Yeah. I watched that and I was like, this is so much more fun. Like, seeing people be like, I'm going to throw something at the wall and hope this sticks, compared to the safe bet sort of Russos and Camerons, and just like, I'm going to paint by numbers and you're all going to gobble it up.
I mean, go see the first film of the guy who did Hereditary, right? Ari Aster. It's a real weird one. It's a real weird one. He was at AFI and he made this film about abuse in family. It's just really well stylized and terrifying.
Yes. Oh God, it's on my watch list.
Yeah, it's real weird. I mean, you can see where he's coming from. But talk about a swing, right? Why not? Why not? Do something different. Yeah. There's, it's go ahead.
No, that's the thing. It's a lot of as Hollywood has always been, it's a money man, like money person, invariably a money man situation where they've got X amount of money and they want a confirmed return. Yeah. And you're trying to quantify artistic merit and vision and idea into just a quantifiable return. And it's like, well, no. And they're like, well, the same but different, the old Hollywood motto. And it's like, yeah, but maybe we don't need it. And then you hear like Netflix dropping $350 million on Electric State. And I'm yet to know anyone who's seen that film.
I have.
And you're like...
I watch everything.
I mean, I don't think I've got time for Electric State. But like,
it's
you're
bad.
telling me...
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure someone put their heart and soul into their role.
Yeah.
But like, you couldn't have given 100 like filmmakers $1 million and then still made a 250 million film. Like,
yes. Here's the thing. There's like a law of returns or something that executives look at, like a mathematical formula where it's like the more money you throw at a film, technically the more money you can make. That's what they all think. They look at these Marvel movies and they go, oh, if we spend 200 million, we'll get back 400 million. And it's like, okay, we make a bunch of $1 million films that really technically will never make its money back. You have to get up to the $20 million price range to make your money back. The only other way of doing it is spending nothing. You spend literally nothing. Maybe $100, $200, $300,000, $400, $500,000 on a film, and you have more of a chance of getting your money back than when you spend $1 million. So, but the law of return should include. I mean, they should just do a charity at this point. The rampant overspending at Netflix, I've seen firsthand. It is egregious and disgusting. Take $100 million because you get $5 billion a month worldwide, and just pick 100 up and coming filmmakers
And
give them $1
nobody's.
million.
I don't want them to be like, oh, well, they're short, won an Oscar last year. It's like, no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
No.
I
No,
want
that's
the
what I'm
guy
saying.
who nailed it at his college. I want the
Yes.
guy who can't afford to do any of that, but he's
Right.
churning out good 20-second spooky things on YouTube. It's like,
Yep,
go throw
yep.
that something at them. But yeah.
I think it's a combination. I think you do give the, 25 people who won their first feature was a smash hit. You give them $1 million and you go make your thing. Then you give the other 25 you find on YouTube, and they're making interesting, weird stuff. And you're like, make a feature, do it. 25 should be like the best short film you've ever seen that year. The 25 best short films you saw that year, then you go make your feature. Yeah. And then 25 should be a complete gamble and just weirdos. Just weirdos in the deepest reaches of the internet where it's like, I want to see what you make. You know what, Netflix? I'm saying it right here, and I know this has a giant reach. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it here. You have a responsibility as the cinema overlord to give back. $100 million is not a lot of money to you. Do it. And do exactly what I said. Let's make art.
Jokes aside, that's 100% fact. Like, I think that they do have an obligation to cinema. If they care about cinema, which they apparently do, they should be reinvesting in the industry. And by reinvesting, you don't just keep giving Christopher Nolan a blank check. You don't just keep giving all of these known filmmakers blank checks, because eventually, then what?
What's $100 million to you? Yes, but the odds of like 2 or 3 of those films becoming mega hits is high. Yeah, because filmmakers struggle. They struggle. Even the Oscar-winning filmmakers struggle. They struggle. They win an Oscar. The Brutalist, the guy from The Brutalist, he's like, yo, I can't even afford to come out here to all these festivals. It costs a lot of money. No one's supporting me. I can't have a family. I can't do a bunch of stuff because I've chosen to make film. And I'm not rewarded for that. Even though I'm rewarded in an Oscar, I really hope that guy after the Oscar just like directs a ton of commercials and gets paid.
I was just about to say, I hope like some decent people have gone like, go make an ad for us. And he's like, what do you want? Just sell this product however you want to do it. Because you know what you're doing.
Here, okay, I'll amend this. Netflix, right? You're giving all this money, $100 million, right? And you give all this money to all these filmmakers up and coming. They're grateful to you because, and you're making a big premiere. You're making a big thing. Yeah. Making a big thing. Maybe people apply for this. It's like a grant or something. They apply for it, all over the world. Or you go find them. You should go find them. You do research.
I think you should go find them.
Get a whole team together. Get a team together to do this. Then you premiere it, right? You premiere all these films. Wow. You get articles written about it. Everybody makes these films.
On the platform. Everyone who's got a subscription is watching all of these shorts.
Amazing, right? And then sign a contract with them. I know it's a business. Listen, I know it's a business. Sign a contract with them and say, okay, we now are going to get a percentage for the next 3 years of the ad revenue that you make from making commercials.
Done.
Something like that.
Yeah.
There you go. I just made a business model for you. I just made a business model in general. I mean, I just need a backing.
That's the thing. I'm so annoyed. If I had that money to start with, there's so many people I know who would instantly get a cash injection into their business of just like, just crack on. Just keep going. Like, and if you fuck up, don't worry. Like, this money doesn't need to come back to me. Just keep going. Yeah. But I'm not a money person. Right. So in my brain, I'm just like,
and would you still believe that if you were? Hopefully. I mean, there are a lot of people who do. They make their first $1 billion or whatever, selling their company, or first $100 million, and then they become angel investors.
That's true. I don't know. I always consider money like a plague, and you just got to get rid of it. Like I don't ever see the point in saving it. So I
do.
Think
money's a tool, right? Money's a tool.
Of course.
It's never the point. It's never the thing that you're striving for, but it is a really useful tool. And the more money you make, the more you can do what we would do, which is give it away to people who you think deserve it. It's not an evil thing inherently, but it definitely motivates people in an evil direction. So I think if you have a good relationship with money, money will have a good relationship with you.
That's
And
fair.
if you use it well, then great. I don't think billionaires should exist. I think once
No.
you make, $500 million, you get a
Well done.
park and a
Yeah.
statue, and anything you make past that is recycled back into the society that helped
Right.
bring you $500 million. So
And 500 million, like, let's not be silly. That is
yeah, it's generational
far
wealth.
too much
I
more
agree.
than you'll ever need.
I
But
agree.
these people, they're so they're like
Yeah.
dragons.
It's nothing. Yeah, nothing. That's why we have dragons.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
billionaires.
they're billionaire dragons.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
Anyway,
were talking about Disfigurer.
right. Sorry. Well,
So how
your
did
editor or you is going to have a hell of a time with this one.
me? Oh, don't.
Yeah.
I had one episode which the recording was 3.5 hours long because we just kept going off and riffing.
All right.
And
Let's
then
focus.
trying to get back. So yes, Disfigurer.
Yeah.
How did you and Tony meet to work together?
So it's a really cool place called Echo Bend Productions. You can look it up. They do music videos and they do commercials and they do a ton of stuff. They do feature films. My friend Ryan Turner started this company with his friend Zubin, and they gave me a tour a couple of years ago. And they were like, "Hey, I've been a freelancer forever. I know what it's like to be a freelancer. This is a hub. Use it as such. Use it as office space. We're trying to start a community here." And they were true to their word. They're incredible people, incredible creatives. And so Tony and I met through Echo Bend. They have,
Sick.
parties, and they have meetups, and they have a community. And I felt like I was a part of that community. And Tony came up to me and said, "Hey, you've made films. Will you read this and will you direct this?" And so I read it. I loved it. I was literally considering doing something in black and white and noir and
Beautiful.
Twilight Zone, and it was perfect. It was right up my alley. I was like, yes, this is good. And then we got on the phone and we agreed on everything. I just put out my entire idea and we went systematically through the entire script, and I was like, what about this? We do this. And Tony was like building on it. We were totally in sync. Totally in sync. And by the end of the call, I was like, "Hey, you should direct this with me. You should absolutely 100% direct this with me." Because I feel like a lot of young filmmakers will write something but be scared to direct it. And they'll look for help, right? And more often than not, they'll find help from someone who's terrible. And what I mean by that is like someone who is power hungry or wants the glory for themselves or is like, "I know better than you."
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I know what I know, but I'm not better than anybody. And it's a collaborative process. And I really like having a second brain on
honestly,
set.
like on set, whoever gets us out of the hole, I don't care if you're
Wins.
I don't care if you're the runner, the fucking clapperboard guy. Like, I don't care who gets us out of that hole.
Yeah.
We're in this together. We're making this together.
Yeah. There is obviously a hierarchy on set always, right? And I only lay down the law when it comes to speaking to my actors, right? About performance. Because it can muddled so quickly. It's not that they're fragile. It's that like there needs to be a unifying voice talking to the actors about the performance, about what you're looking for. But other than that, it's like anything goes. And if someone has a better idea, great.
Sick. Great.
Tell me.
That's
Bring
only
me
going to
aside.
improve this. Yeah.
Tell me that idea. Yeah. So that's how it happened. Tony, and then we decided to do this together through the entire thing. And I have some mentees. I like being a mentor, and I like telling people straight what they should and shouldn't do. I'm a director, I like telling people what to do. But I also like giving advice. I like giving advice and really being encouraging of new filmmakers. I've encouraged a lot of people to go into directing who maybe would not consider it, because I can tell right away if they have a vision for it. And if they don't, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll direct it. Yeah, no worries. But if they have a strong vision, and usually when they write it, they do.
Yeah.
It's like, and Tony started getting a lot more comfortable, of course, being on set.
Beautiful.
And then went on to do her own things, her own show. And I went up to her and I was like, I am so sorry because I've given you a horrible burden. And that burden is filmmaking. You now are addicted and you will have to do it for the rest of your life.
And
you'll hardly ever make money. And you'll always want to do it.
There's that meme that goes around, which is, tell me something about your hobby that you hate. And it's like, I hate pre-production. I hate production. I hate post-production. The only thing I hate more than all three of those things is not doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
If you can do anything like if you can do anything else, do that. Just do that. But if you're addicted to the struggle, I mean, you're picking the hardest possible thing you could possibly do.
Honestly. I remember I said to my mum years ago, I said, like, I got two career choices, filmmaker or paleontologist. And she just went, both very lucrative. And I was like, thank you, Mum. Thank you.
Yeah, it's painful, man. It can be painful. But okay, you pick the hardest possible thing you could ever do, which is writing if you write. And then you go into a field where everyone is an expert. Your mother's an expert. Your friends are experts. Everyone's watched TV. Everyone's seen movies. And not only that, but they've seen the $100 million ones. And they go, that's a standard.
That's how we make
I
them.
watch NCIS. I watch whatever show. Your grandma watches that. And she goes, I know what it should look like. I know what it should sound like. And she doesn't think about how it's made. And then you come along with your short film and you go, look at this. And they go, is that good?
Right. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Or the other side of it, when they
reminds me of.
Go on.
That's what they say.
Oh, right, yeah.
Me of, and you go,
yeah. Oh, great, yeah, cool. Yeah. Derivative, is it? Yeah. The other side of that is, I hate when they go, it's excellent, and you're like, oh yeah, it's the best thing you've ever seen, is it? Yeah. And it's like, really? I know it's not the best thing ever been made. Like, can you give me some?
Would you watch it again right now?
You're desperate to watch it. Well, I got things to do. You told me you had nothing to do. Yeah, it's
hyperbole, man, hyperbole. But the cool thing about this figure on the internet is that people are honest. They have no skin in the game. We got 500 comments already in the first 5 days.
Jeez.
So people are talking about it, and they will not pull any punches, good and bad.
Yeah, I was going to say I am one of those people that as long as it's constructive, all feedback's good. I don't like you tell me it's a piece of shit. I'll be like, okay. Why? Yeah. And if you tell me and I don't agree, I'll be like, okay, like that doesn't matter. But if I do agree, I'll be like, well, you're wrong. And then 30 minutes later, be like, damn, they were right.
Yeah, that's my point. Tony and I are farming the hate. So someone just like writes terrible, right? And then we go, you might want to watch it one more time all the way through just to make sure. That's it.
The ending really makes it all up for it. Don't worry.
Did you make it to the end? Did you engage with it all the way through?
What's weird is that and I'm not just saying this because, whatever, it's not terrible. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Like, it genuinely isn't terrible. I've watched thousands of shorts at this time. Yeah. And there are some shorts out there that when you watch them, you're just like, I love that you and your friends got together and made something. Like, I'm going to tell you some good things. I'm going to say, next time, work on this. Try and get your sound a bit better next time. Try and do this. But otherwise, whatever. Then there's the next round of shorts where it's like, you probably should have had a third person telling you no. Like, just dial it back a little bit. You know what I mean? But then when you see them build and build and build, and they get to a certain... And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with production value, but there is usually a sort of correlation between it. When there's a certain amount of production value and you can tell that care and love and attention has gone in, this figure is not a terrible short. So if anyone was to say terrible, it's like, well, you need to change your vocabulary because what you mean is not for me.
Yes, exactly.
You don't mean terrible because it's not terrible. It is just fundamentally not a badly made film and it's good. We think so. But,
it's for the 500 comments we got, 480 of them are, this is excellent. And here's why. And then, of course, it's the 20 that are like, they stick in your car. You're like,
oh, yeah. They're the only ones I care about. Yeah.
Come on, man. But I'm of the belief that the attention economy is here. How dare you not entertain me? If you are asking for my attention for 30 seconds, for 15 minutes, for half an hour, however long your short film is, or God forbid, 2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes, if you are asking for my attention, you better work your ass off to make sure that however amount of time you have is entertaining me.
I can go and rewatch all of The Office for 16 hours straight and have a good time. Exactly. You're going to tell me I got to watch something new for 30 minutes?
You're going to tell me I have the entirety of the human experience on my screen. And you're going to tell me I can't tell you the number of films I've seen at film festivals that demanded my attention and were fucking terrible. So bad. I apologize for cursing, but so bad. You know, we just got together. We made this thing in like 48 hours. Oh, did you?
You couldn't tell. Yeah.
It showed. And I hate you now.
Yeah.
So that's my belief.
I'm a judge for first cut. Fucking hell, completely lost all my words there. First Cut Film Festival in North Carolina. Got to get it right. I'm a judge for those guys, and it's a short film festival, and it's great because usually I get 2 or 3 shorts, pop up on my film freeway, like watch these, and I'll watch them, and I'm just like, you son of a bitch, you wasted everyone's time by uploading AI slop. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Boy.
And I get so irritated that, like, I feel like I shouldn't do it. Like, I should see what they're doing with AI slop and go like, okay, you couldn't afford to tell this story, so you've used a tool to help you get through it. Last year, someone made an entire French Legion short using roadblocks. And at first, I was like, fucking hell. Yeah, and then by the end, I was like, actually, fair enough. That was very compelling.
I agree. Roblox, it does have, it's like Lego, right? I'm not familiar, but yes, that's cool.
So I was like, I should stop looking at AI slop with that mindset. But then when you watch it and you're like, well, that was 9 minutes of dog shit. Right. Like, I don't know why you've made me watch this.
Visuals. Listen, I have seen AI be used to great effect in music videos. In enhancing what's there.
Sure.
So they shoot the whole thing, they shoot talent, they use VFX, and it's just used to enhance. It's a little touch. There's still humans there, and it still takes a long time to iterate. It's not like it's not, but making a full thing with AI, like, I don't care. Do it to previs. Do it as a previs. Sure. Do it as an ideation thing, like, I'm working through the scene and like I got to figure out the angles and things. Do that. That's fun. That's cool.
That's what it's for.
Don't ever show it to anyone.
Nuh-uh.
Don't ever waste my time. Genuine. Don't waste my time with it.
And that's what I get. I'll watch these shorts and I'll be like, you son of a bitch.
But then every once in a while, right? Gold.
Oh, there was some absolute gold. This year there's been 2 or 3, which I think they're some of like the funniest horrors I have seen. Yes. And I was just like, oh. And one of them was so jankily shot, whether it was on a little handy cam and, everyone's being a crap actor. But I was like, oh, but the comedy is really strong. And you've managed to get that visual gag from the horror really tight. And like, it's that thing of, we've got the comedian, he's long dead, but there was a comedian called Tommy Cooper. And he used to do magic tricks, and he would fuck them up, and like he'd get them wrong, and that was the joke.
Great.
But the thing is, you have to know the trick backwards and forwards, inside out, every which way you can to successfully make it look bad.
Yeah, and that's cool.
I kind of feel like that's what these guys have done. It's like, if you've stumbled upon this, then there's no chance for us. You're amazing.
Yeah.
But if you've knowingly done it this way, that actually makes you even better. So either way, you've struck gold. And cool. They're instant, like, some people are submitting $30,000 shorts. And I'm just like, this is good. Yeah, it's good. And then these guys,
made.
yeah, well done. That's a professional piece. And then these guys are throwing up something that they've just thrown together, and it's excellent. And I'm like, award worthy, that.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is Monty Python before,
this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. So yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, and it also as a filmmaker, it's very useful judging a short film festival.
Oh, sure.
See,
you know it works immediately. It's so funny if you make your short, and I tell everyone to go to film festivals with shorts and watch all the shorts you can, because you know immediately which ones you like and which ones you gravitate towards and why they don't work or why they do work. You know, it's all useful. If it's bad or it's good, you pick something up from it for sure. Yeah, that. Just do that. And I applaud you. I applaud you for judging, because I'm sure you watch so many, and they're so bad. So many are so bad, and you don't let the bad ones through. You just go no, and you champion the ones that may not have all their stuff together, but there's something in there that's worth seeing.
There's even I look at the credits, and if they'll say that they're from North Carolina, I'll say to Mark, the organizer, I'll say, like, if they are local and they will turn up and they will meet people, their film's not good enough, but if they meet a community of people near them that they didn't know existed, that's better as well. So it's it's a no, but if they can turn up, it's a yes. Because
that's why film festivals that I think are successful, at least the smaller tier ones, are like, have a day or during the week, I don't know, a Wednesday part, before everybody gets there for the weekend, that's just for the local film block. You do the local film block meetup, and then they can stay through the weekend. They get a pass, and they get to see all the things, and they get to meet everybody. It just makes sense. If you have your film festival at a place, you want the locals to be a part of the community.
You want the locals. I'm really starting to look at festivals as if you've been going anywhere from 1 to 3 years, you're going to have no network, but you're going to really take care of the filmmakers.
Yes.
If you've been going from 3 to 7 years, you're going to have an acceptable network, and you're going to have a little less care for the filmmakers, but you're still going to be on it. And then from 7+, you are a money-making situation, and it doesn't matter who's there. It's about selling tickets.
Right.
And at that point, I'm always like, ugh, there's no point.
Yeah. You start to look around and you go, oh, it's gotten a little too big for its own britches. And I don't know how to do that, because I get it. You got to make money and you got to grow.
And don't get me wrong, I attended Screamfest, even though my film wasn't there. I was in LA for the whole thing, and I went every day, and I watched as much as I could, and I met loads of people, loads of really interesting filmmakers. But that was also just because I stood in the foyer and was like, hey, I saw your film. I really liked it. And I'm going to talk to you about it. And had I not done that, I don't feel like that film festival was offering that to anyone.
I like film festivals like Film Quest, where it's filmmaker networking events first.
Yeah.
It's Screamfest is cool, but there's no opportunity to network. There just isn't. There's no room. There's no other place. There's no third place where filmmakers can just talk to each other. There's no opportunities to do it. It's only the lobby. That's the only place you can talk. And that's not great.
That's not great. I did meet Colin. You know Colin? Yeah. I met Colin just purely... That's him. Purely by... We both got there very early. And I was like, are you waiting to get your ticket? He was like, yes. And then for 10 days straight, we saw each other every day. But
it's funny. Yeah. We did it for Film Quest. We did the exact same thing. He was the first person we met, and he's our film festival buddy. Yeah.
And that was it. It was just... But that was purely off my own steam of just talking. And if you don't do that, I don't feel like festivals really look after you, which is a bit shit.
It is. I think that festivals can be useful if they have networking as their first thing. And then opportunities for getting, I don't know, vouchers for equipment and stuff like that. That's the next thing.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing.
Grants and access to people. Again, I'd love
access to people.
Yeah.
But access to people is all I really think I need. Money obviously would facilitate certain things, but the access, if I could talk to an established producer and be like, why doesn't this work? And don't worry, I'm not precious. Tell me. And they rip it apart and I go, great. Can I come back with you something else? They go, yeah, sure. And I go, great. Okay. Whereas if I've got to cold call people and be like, hey, I wrote this thing. I shot this thing. What do you think? You might get a like, oh, cool. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
And never again.
No.
Or you set up a podcast.
Oh, there you go. See, that's... I like no one's like if you just called me and were like, can I talk to you? I would talk to you because I do that all the time. But a podcast is like, it's the best possible way to get someone and hang out with them for an hour. I mean, I want to do a podcast, but I don't edit it. It never comes out. It never comes out. I never have to edit it. And I just use it as a tool to talk to people.
That is kind of, when I first started it, I thought like, oh, I just want to talk to my friends about films, but I feel like unless we record it, I can't justify doing this all the time. That's right. So then I started like,
maybe it's a motivator for you too, right? Yeah,
it really is. It really is. But now we've looped back to the idea of a podcast. We should probably get into the questions.
Doing this podcast,
we should actually do it. Yeah. Okay. So, in all of that. We hardly actually spoke about specific films, so it'll be interesting to see where it all sort of originated from. So what was the first film you saw at the cinema? The
first one I remember is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Beautiful.
And I think it was memorable for a couple things. One, first crush.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Him too, man.
Hey.
Stud. And it was memorable because as I came out of the theater, I fell off a brick wall and then messed myself up and had to go to the hospital. I was really young, just tiny kid.
Yeah.
And saw my brother walking on the same wall. So I jumped up there, my older brother, and then did the same thing and fell off into a concrete thing. But yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And I still love it. I mean, it's still an excellent film. What a great thing. And I'm so happy that my parents took me to that. Why? Who knows? I love it. It forever expanded my imagination into what's possible and what can do. And it was cool and scary and funny and sexy and all the things. So I was really young though. Must have been really, really young.
Yeah, because it was 88 it came out.
88, yeah. I was born in 84.
Oh, okay.
So 88.
It was the film that was number one in the UK when I was born.
Yeah. 88. Dang, I didn't even know the date. So I must have been 4 years. I was 4 years old. Jeez. 4 years old watching that film. That was the first one I remember. Remember it vividly. Hot. Jessica Rabbit.
I mean, slamming. I remember we watched it on video when it came out. Well, obviously it came out when I was older. Yeah. No, it came out when I was still young, but we watched it. And I remember just loving it. And I think old Hollywood was a thing that I absolutely loved, like old studio stuff. Mm-hmm. Even to this day, I'm always looking for like, oh, is there a book which is like a crime thriller set in old Hollywood? And they're just like...
It has to be. Absolutely.
There has to be.
Whole series.
Devil in a Blue Dress, maybe.
I'm
LA Confidential.
trying to remember, there's a very famous series of books set in LA. During whole Hollywood, and I don't know if it's always in the background sort of thing. I can't remember. God, it's gonna.
Is it the guy that did like Black Dahlia? Is it James Ellroy?
No, I don't know. It's pulp fiction. It's just
Beautiful.
It's pulp books of the seedy underbelly of LA. And you know what? Reflecting on Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I realize that it showed behind the scenes stuff. It showed the movie making. I'm wondering if now it affected me more deeply than I could possibly imagine.
I think it must have, because you're seeing all that stuff where you're like, oh, we're not meant to see that, and that looks so much fun. Like, I don't know how anyone doesn't look at a backlot and doesn't think like, oh, I got to be there. I got to get it. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. What's that crane for? Yeah. Why have they got that backdrop? What's going on? I got to get there.
Yeah. Making movies, man.
Making movies are rad. What film did you watch over and over again as a kid?
Austin Powers. So I never watch films more than once, usually.
Oh, really?
I have good retention. I will, and that's changing. As I get older, movies are getting worse, and I tend to go back in time to watch movies that are still cool. But
see,
that's not fair. There's some great movies.
I watch the films I didn't like more than once, just to make sure.
Yeah. So Austin Powers, I watched it I think 3 or 4 times in theaters.
Damn.
And it just got me, man. It's just my type of humor. It's silly. It's absurd.
Yeah. It's excellent.
It's so funny. It's so funny and so dumb.
Have you seen the OSS Saint-Deset films with Jean Dujardin?
Oh, I love those as well.
Good.
I love those as well. But I have to be clear. I only like the first one, the first Austin Powers,
because the first one
lost the thread.
The first one is shot as if it was designed by Ken Adams, as if it had been a Bond film. It looked like they used old film stock. I'm sure they didn't. Dr. Evil was serious in his humor, but he was still a serious villain, whereas 2 and 3 were silly comedies. And perfectly fine. They were perfectly fine. I enjoyed, I remember seeing Goldmember at the cinema, and that intro at the beginning with Tom Cruise as Austin Powers, lost my mind as a kid. But that first Austin Powers, it was shot very differently.
It's so special. And I love parody. I make parody in my commercials. I do parody. I like something that is completely serious and really highly elevated production wise, but then completely silly, taking the piss. I love doing that. So Austin Powers, one of my favorites. I love it. I love it so much. And I still love it. I'll still go by. I do blame Austin Powers for giving me a terrible roommate in college.
Okay.
Because we had nothing in common except that we liked Austin Powers, but he liked the second one, and I liked the first one. And we became roommates, and we didn't get along at all.
So, I can't think why.
It was the only thing we had in common. I was like, "What? Who's putting us together?" But whatever, it doesn't matter.
What college was it?
Santa Cruz, which I had my choice. UC Santa Cruz. It was the Go Banana Slugs. I'm a banana slug for life. And what I liked about the college is that you could touch cameras your freshman year.
A
lot of colleges, until you define your major, your junior year, they'll let you touch cameras. And I was like, but I want to touch cameras now, and I want to make things now. And
to go back to that thing with comedy, if you want to be a stand-up comedian, do 100 shit shows. Go stand up and make a fool of yourself and keep going. And it's the same. Go get a camera and go film your cats running around. 100%. Try and make narrative. Go 100%. Film anything. Just go get a camera and fucking try.
Okay, that's hard to do, right? I just saw this video online about the most annoying creative person and they're always like, just go film it. Just do put it on your phone, right? I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of me because I've said
no. Yeah.
And you're right. When you hear that as a creative and you're like, just go film in your garage, do the Duplass Brothers thing. Just make things until it sucks. It's it's hard to do. It is hard to do. I'm not saying it's not hard to do, but do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it anyway. Get some friends together. Try to recreate scenes that you've seen that you like.
Just recreate how that light source worked.
Right. Yeah, think about it.
Doesn't have to be, this is the film I'm making. This can be an exercise.
Yes.
Is this the proof of concept, so you can go to that local business owner and go, can I have some money? And can I, to make this properly?
It's all advertising.
It's all advertising.
I agree with that. If you are able to, I lost my thread. Never mind.
That's fine. No, I will say though, I agree that person is annoying. And I've been that person, and I've also been on the receiving end of that person.
You're right. Wait, I got it.
Go on.
I got it. So
I'll edit it.
If you have trouble motivating yourself to make these short films, YouTube. That's why a podcast is helpful for motivation, right? And talking about movies and making connections. I think likewise, uploading it to YouTube when you're trying to make your films may be a motivator to help you make that film, whatever it is. And it can be crap, and you don't have to put it up, but you can if it helps. And it sucks to say, go and do it, right? It sucks. But literally, film yourself. Set up a tripod, try to get the lighting right, do a shot, 1 shot, 2 shots.
But that's another thing. If you're self-conscious about putting it up because you know it's a bit shit, then try and make it again until you don't feel as bad about doing it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And like, I was desperate to make a like multi-1,000-pound whatever short. Like over here, shorts aren't as expensive. Like you could probably make a very good one for about 10 to 15 or 10 to 20,000.
That sounds wonderful.
Right. So like my one was, I think mine was about 15 grand. And that was a full crew, you know, nearly 20 people. It was all great. We had proper crafting and everything. It was great. And part of me needed to do that just to get it out. And now I'm like, right, okay, I've done that. Yeah. And I don't think it made that much of a difference. And I think I only know that after I spent it.
I know exactly where you are on your journey. There are so many filmmakers I meet who blow their wad on a film. And it's this magnum opus, right? It's this big film. It's this huge, it's, you know, they get like period costumes and pieces and they hire big actors and they do the thing.
Are you describing your film?
I mean, I've done it too. But everyone does it. Everyone does it. Because they're like, I need that thing, that lofty thing.
I need to prove to myself that it can be done by this guy.
And it's always shit. It's not always, but it's always not as good as the thing that you made before. Or, I mean, of course, after. But like, it's because you start believing that you need the money to solve problems. And listen, money's nice, but problems never go away.
No.
And... yeah, it's your next one after this one is going to be your best one.
And that old adage of like shit going in, shit coming out. Like, if the script's not tight, you could fucking cast Leo DiCaprio in this motherfucker and put millions into it. But if the shit doesn't work, it doesn't work. So yeah,
a friend of mine did the magnum opus.
Yeah,
did the thing, and it was okay. It was just okay. It didn't work. There was a lot of reading for what it was, you know, that were really important plot points.
Oh, okay.
And then the second one they made after that one, 2 guys in a homemade submarine. Amazing. Beautiful. Incredible. Full of tension and like cost nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. That was it.
I shot an intro for my film where I did it like Criswell predicts from the beginning of Plan 9 from Outer Space. I put it on my Instagram. I don't know if you saw it, but I was, you know, I did all this thing and I did the makeup and I did a push in and I did a whole script. And after I'd finished that, I was like, I think I actually prefer this to the film. And this didn't cost me any. No, this cost me $10 because I had to go to a Goodwill to buy a suit.
Yeah,
because I don't own a suit, and I was like, "That's all it cost me." Like, I have the camera gear, I have the lights, I have all that, so it has cost me.
Yeah, yes.
But that cost me $10, and me and a buddy shot it in my garage, and it was great fun. And I was like, "This,
more of this." But then you realize what you like, and what you want to do. You know, I made I did this thing called 20th Century Fox, FAUX.
Yes.
20th Century Foe. And 16 shorts in 16 weeks. And we got together every Sunday and we didn't have an idea. We'd be like, okay, what are we going to do today? And I have talented friends and we'd invite them over. Whoever wanted to come that day. We would just shoot something. And it ended up being this whole thing. We got written up in a bunch of places, Filmmaker Magazine and IndieWire and No Film School. And we sold it to an online aggregator that was Big Comedy Network. And it was cool. It was a success. But it was literally a reaction to what we had to go through, which is people telling us notes, people giving us notes, the slog of getting something made in a system that doesn't want you. They don't want you.
They don't want you.
We got too many of you.
We haven't got time to find out whether you're any
you
good.
Suck.
Yeah.
And then we're
if you were good, I would have heard about you by now.
Yeah. Maybe we do suck. So we ended up making these shorts and they were like really fun. They were really fun to make, and they were really good. If you see these 16, there will be one that is your favorite, and it's never the same one for anybody.
Beautiful. It's so annoying how like you never listen to that information. Yeah. You know, like I got a friend of the family. He's he's won 2 BAFTAs for directing. He did a film for DreamWorks. Like he's an established guy, right? Cool. And when I first started saying to him, I was like, John, I'm going to go make like this short, and I said in the script, and he went, "This is great. By all means, do this, but do something smaller that you and your friends can just do at the weekend." And I was like, "No, John, you don't understand."
Yeah, I don't understand my vision.
You don't understand, John. You highly successful director.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but
this
also,
guy knows.
Yeah,
and it's just so weird. Like, I had to do it. You know, I had to go and make that film, and I had to go tour the States with it, and I had to do all that stuff. And I met loads of really, really good people from it.
Yeah,
but
it all helps.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it's very much that, like, Kevin Smith makes Clerks for 27 grand, then he gets 5 million to make Mallrats, and then he's given $250,000 to make Chasing Amy, and you can definitely tell which one is the best one. Like, so yeah.
There are tiers, right? First, story's king, always. Story and writing is king. So, and you can iterate on that forever. That's a trap in itself. But also, good art is just abandoned. It's never finished. So find a place where it's good enough and then let it go. I'm in the hellscape that is rewriting right now for my feature. So I call it the swamp. And I think I'm terrible. I'm not a good writer. Nobody likes this. I don't even like this. And then like know that is part of the you know, the swamp before you got to get
deeper so you can swim out
in the swamp. Self-loathing before you get out.
You're gonna get right in that
there
bit.
Are tiers. There are tiers of this. So storytelling is king, right? It's at the bottom. Then that's like 80%, I would say. I'm just making these numbers up, but it sounds about right. Then 5% can bring you like really good production value. Could bring up 10%, maybe get you to 90%, right? So like 10%. That means that includes a good art director, a good cinematographer, a good lighting. It all matters, but it's only about 10%. Remember, 80% is the writing and the story and the characters and everything like that. And then another 10% on top of that is like just luck. It's just like, did you go to shoot your outdoor scene and it was raining? Oh fuck. And you have to like compromise. Did you go out and your actor was sick with food poisoning and the performance sucked ass? Oops, not lucky.
Way she goes.
Yeah, so that's for everything. That's every short film that's ever feature ever made.
Yeah.
You know, would have been something if only. Would have been something if only. You know, I love this podcast. I'm repping this other podcast, but I love it. It's called What Went Wrong. And it's great. It's fantastic. It's about every film that you love and how it almost didn't happen and how films are incredibly hard to make. And they are.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing a filmmaker can do is write forever. Write forever. It's a lifelong thing.
If you like, I've got some friends who are like, oh, this is this project. I really want to work on this. I really want to work on this. And I'm like, is this the only project you're ever going to do? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, then don't worry about it. Start something else. Because if that's the only thing you're ever going to do, hold on to it like it's your child. Only be the one that's allowed to touch it, but accept that that's the only thing you're ever going to do. If it's not, just fuck it.
Just keep going.
Just keep doing it. I found a notebook the other day that had some like solid ideas that I was like, these were my bread and butter ideas for like 3 or 4 years, and I just forgot all about it. And then I read them again, and I was like, yeah, one of them's okay.
There you go. But that's too the enduring thought of something that you love that won't leave you no matter what. That's definitely something you should listen to and go towards.
Yeah.
I've been iterating this idea for my feature for years. Yeah. I've written it with other writers for years. I've then decided last year to completely throw it out and write it from scratch. And I did. And then I put it into script writing festivals and I won awards. I got semi-finalist. I got finalist. I got a semi-finalist for Film Quest, which was very cool.
That is very cool.
And then my friend gave me a note that I couldn't ignore. And I hate it. I absolutely 100% hate it. But I love it. And I knew in myself, intrinsically, in my heart of hearts, that she was right. Meg Swertlow, I love you and I hate you. And she is a fantastic writer and filmmaker in her own right. And she gave me a note I couldn't ignore. And now I am literally page one rewriting it to accommodate this note. But you know what? It makes it better.
It'll be better.
It makes it more producible. Yeah. It makes it easier to shoot. And it's more about what I want it to be about.
There we go. 100% worth it then.
What?
100% worth it.
Yeah, I guess. It's just... refer back to swamp status.
Yeah. I like to do that thing where I like to write something and then forget all about it. Like, I just put it away and I start something else. And then I try to rewrite it from what I remember. Yep. And then it's like, oh, I didn't remember this whole section. I was like, well, then that was dog shit then. That wasn't worth remembering.
That's
Taika. Is it?
Yeah. He does that. He says that. He does that exactly. He puts it away for a year and then rewrites it from that perspective. Good advice, but I'm not at that point yet.
No.
Where I can put it away. I'm like, this like fundamental things don't work about it. So I gotta get back into it. But I'm excited about it.
So what was the first R-rated film you saw and how old were you?
So growing up, I grew up in Florida, Gainesville, Florida, and my dad was in Berkeley, California.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get a little special name tag and a little pin, and I'd fly like Delta or American Airlines by myself at a really young age. I must have been, I don't know, starting at 10, maybe even younger. And like the stewardesses would look after me and walk me to my gate, and I had a transfer, everything like that. It was great. But
it was the 90s. People didn't care.
Yeah, they were like, whatever. The kids running around, okay, fine. And they'd stick you in this room, right? If you had a long layover that was like specifically for, I think, kids who were going by themselves or whatever. And I remember sitting there, and I had a long layover between flights, and I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. And it destroyed me as a young 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid. I was like, I can no longer sleep. I'm not taking a bath. Yeah, I can't be anywhere. It was terrifying. It was absolutely 100% terrifying to me and fantastic. I mean, at the same time, I was enraptured. I couldn't turn my eyes away. They were like, someone was like, maybe we go. And I was like, do not touch that channel. We're not watching sports. Stay. So, equally terrifying. And for a long time, I couldn't watch horror movies at all because I had such bad dreams, vivid dreams. Same. And I think that's a real boon to who I am as a person, because I think I'm really empathetic about who's on screen, right? Is that sympathy or empathy? I don't know. And I cry at films all the time. I get scared at films all the time. I'm a great audience member. And I think that's the first step in being a great filmmaker, right? Is being a great audience.
That's true. I think that is an important thing. I think I recently watched 6 Feet Under for the first time, and I got to the end, and I was bawling my eyes out. And then there was a delivery man knocked on my door, and I had to pause it, like sort myself out, accept it, like, oh, thank you, and then went back, press play again, and then got straight back into it. And I was like, and it was wonderful.
Top 10 sad endings of all time.
But totally, like, it wasn't gratuitous.
No.
It felt just like, of course. Yeah. Of course this is how we're going to find out what's going to happen. And it was, oh my God. It was such a good show.
So good. So good. That show was masterfully done.
Yeah. Do you ever get that thing where you watch something and then you're annoyed because you're like, well, I would never have come up with that. And it's like,
I mean, of course. I'll tell you a story about watching I'm not a huge Joe Wright fan before this, but when I watched Anna Karenina in the theaters, I was like, oh, I'm gonna quit. I can't
Yeah.
do better than that.
Yeah.
That is the best thing I've ever seen. A true masterwork.
Yeah.
What the hell? I didn't even mind Natalie. Sorry, Natalie Portman. I didn't even mind Keira Knightley in that, and like she can be a bit annoying sometimes.
Sure.
But in that, she disappeared. Everyone disappeared. It was craft first. It was the perfect combination of play and movie, and it seamlessly moved between the two, and was about every iteration of love there is. And I came out of the theater and I was like, well, like a master, like going to see a masterwork, a painter, and be like, yeah, okay, time for me to find something else. Might as well become a baker. I can't do it. That lasted for about 3 weeks.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, Anna Karenina, I couldn't get it out of my mind. I couldn't get it out of. I was like, there's a lot going on in my life at the time too.
Yeah.
With a woman who sort of looked like the lead. And so, that it was awful. It was awful. But then I went back and I watched all of Joe Wright's other films. And I was like, oh, this is the culmination of an entire career of movies that have built upon everything and everything and everything. And finally, the masterwork was Anna Karenina. And I really believe that. People might not agree with me, but it is a masterwork of Joe Wright's work. You can see the influence of all of his other films in it, and he reaches the peak. It's the peak.
I think the second film is always the more telling film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the first film is going to be good. That
I
first
think
album.
he made at least 5-6 films before that one. I'm not sure. I don't know, again, off the top of my head. But boy. Yeah, I think that you're right. The second film. And I love when filmmakers find their voice and perfect their voice in every film they do. You just find what you're drawn to and what you can do.
Yeah.
And given the team that you work with, you can either make something that's really incredible that can build on your voice or not.
Yeah. I did an essay when I was at university, which was the first 5 films of like the American independents. So like Spike Lee and Jones, Kevin Smith, Linklater, and someone else. And that sort of thing of looking at their first 5 films and sort of seeing how they had the message they wanted to say in the first one. A lot of them fumble in the second one, and then they come back with the third, and then you can kind of see where they're trying to go with things. And I thought it was so interesting that like when you put them like that, it was like, oh, yes. Sure. And it kind of makes you feel a bit better because you're like, yes, you can fuck up, but you can also create greatness. And it doesn't necessarily matter what order you do that in sometimes.
That's right.
So it's good.
That's right.
Feels like a fitting time for this question. What was the first film you watched that you considered grown up?
My dad sat me down and showed me Cool Hand Luke.
Ooh.
And
you haven't made an
I remember it distinctly. He made a big deal about it. He made a big deal. He was like, you got to see this film. You got to sit down. You got to watch this film. We're going to watch this film together. We're going to do this film. We're going to watch it. And I'm like, okay, I mean, whatever. Now, from that first thing where he's cutting the parking meters.
Just the walking around as well.
Because the thing was, I didn't tell you this part, but I was a bad kid. I got kicked out of my home in Florida. It was she was considering military school. My mother was. And my dad was like, let him just come out here and live with me instead. And I was like, 17 or something. I was halfway through my junior year. And then I woke up one morning and my dad was in my room and he was supposed to be in California.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what are you doing here? And he's like, we're moving to California today. And I'm like, oh, whoops.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to say goodbye to all my friends and I had to do, say goodbye. And we drove out together. And so he wanted to show me Cool Hand Luke as like sort of a warning what my behavior could lead to. And he's like, you want to fight the whole world? You want to like, the world will destroy you. It will destroy you.
Bigger and it will win. Don't take it on your own.
And you can do it. You can do it, man. But this is where it's going. This is what will happen. And I was like, oh, cautionary tale, and also great film, and also Paul Newman.
Right. So good.
So that was the first big grown-up movie, and it started like sort of my film education from my dad.
Nice.
Where he was like, we're going to sit down, we're going to watch this film. And those films are enduring in my work, in my way of thinking about film. Yeah.
That Hollywood Renaissance period where it's, from Bonnie and Clyde onwards, up until 75 essentially, where it's just all of those filmmakers and they're just fucking giving it to you good. Yeah. Like in Hollywood cinema, it's that period and the American independence that are my two favorites.
Yep.
Because I think it's the time where film students have gone like, fuck off. We're going to do our own thing.
Let's just make our thing.
Let's just make our own thing.
And I think we're going to come back to it. We're there, man. We're there. We're due for another renaissance. I'm serious.
We fucking are. I know.
All these YouTubers now are like, do we really need this system? You need to build an audience and you need to make something.
I feel like Mark Pellier, whatever, is really,
that's what it is. Yeah, Iron
it's
Lung.
Just proved. It's just like, look, if you've got 60 million fucking followers, that if they all paid $1 to watch your film, then it's made its money back. And it's like,
but he's a unique case, right? Because he was a streamer first. And I'm talking about the other guy who did a bunch of comedy shorts and then it made a feature and A24 bought it for $10 million. But they're all part of it. They're all part of the thing.
I want to say, is it Oat and Milk?
I don't remember. I feel bad.
But it's
he made this thing called One Wish. It's like coming out. I think it's called One Wish. I don't even know the name of it. Anyway, I heard the story, and I'm a fan of his. I really am. The short comedy stuff he does.
I watch something as well, and it's all in there. It's all in the memory bank. It's
all happening. It's all happening. I think we're due for another renaissance, and I feel like the YouTube is the way to do it. You prove the model, you iterate, you find a style, you see what works. You know, he didn't start from nowhere. He made a half-hour horror short thing that people responded to. And he makes a lot of comedy videos on social media, stuff like that. And I'm actually taking a page out of that book, and I'm starting a vertical series, not a movie, but like a repeatable, same location, different characters, literally using all of the people that my fiance met at Groundlings. And just having a rotating cast of characters.
I mean, that's helpful as well. Like, it's all community. It's all community. That's all it ever is. That's all it ever has been. Like, it just so happens that the people that came up with you turned out to be just as famous, if you know what I mean. It's that, like, whenever you hear about comedians who came up at the same time, you're like, oh, God, imagine that. And it's like, well, they were just kids at university. Mm-hmm. They were in the same groups. They were in the same comedy clubs. And they happened to all come out. 3 of them are huge. The rest of them are now just work in marketing. They're nobody. But it's just how it is,
Well, don't discount those people working in marketing, man, because I got my best clients from friends who I met when I was in high school, college, are now marketing directors, and I work for them doing video stuff. So
I was a marketing director for 8 years. What film holds a special place in your heart?
This is one of the other films that my dad showed me. Strange Days.
Familiar with
Strange Days?
Love Strange Days. Angela Bassett in that is
fantastic. Yeah. Everybody in that film is fantastic. It's Gary Oldman's in that film, isn't he? He's like, is he?
Is he?
No.
I don't think he is.
I don't know.
Ralph Fiennes?
Ray Fiennes. Ray Fiennes is in it for sure. He's the lead. But the fact that it's like you can see, so the whole conceit is that he puts this thing on his head and then he can see through other people's eyes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Love that. And he's obsessed with his ex-girlfriend that he has. He put these little tapes, these little cassettes in there, and then you relive these moments through your eyes and you feel what they feel. And then there's like, he finds, a woman who captures her own death on camera. Yes. But it's like, there's some political leanings in the, So now he has this hot tape and he has to figure it out. That has really affected my work. Just the way I like to think about things and the unreality of things.
I mean, the fact that Cyberpunk, the game, used that whole story of brain dancers as, capturing people's murders and selling them.
Yeah.
It's gold. But it's Catherine Bigelow, so obviously it's
Catherine
gold.
Bigelow. It's great.
So
it's
fantastic.
Be amazing. So that was very close to my heart. Really messed up.
Mm.
You know, I made a short film that kind of pays homage to that.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Rental. It was my first experience at FilmQuest when I got into FilmQuest with it. And it's about a woman who is a filmmaker herself, and she rents out some equipment, and she's going to pick it up. And so she goes to pick up the equipment, and she's checking it, and the guy's super creepy and weird. He's just like, I don't know why I couldn't just come to your house, you know? I don't know, you know? She's like, yeah, I prefer this in public. You can give it back to me. It's like, seems like everything's good. And he's like trying to like win her over, being like, oh, I've shot for, you know, whatever, this you know, college humor. I shot for, you know, he's trying to like, you know, big timer, and he's being a little weird. She goes home, takes a shower, comes back. She looks at her camera, and then she puts it on her projector because she's like, I always want to look like if someone leaves footage on the camera. And so she sees a grocery store. And she's like, oh, okay, whatever. And she's about to do it. And then she sees herself come out of the grocery store. And then she gets in her car, and then it cuts, and she's at her house. She's walking to her house. And then it cuts to night, and it's outside of her door. And then she calls the police because he's inside of her apartment while she's sleeping. And then like it just progresses and progresses and progresses and progresses until it cuts out. And he's left a message for her in her closet. And so she goes to her closet, she peels back the thing, and we don't see the message, but we do see him come in behind her. And
love it.
It's great. It's called Rental. It's wonderful. I loved it. But there was one thing that I missed that I really, I want to remake it because I feel like I'm a better filmmaker now than I was before. And the last moment I want is for her to wake up in the chair, and she's taped to the chair, and there's a video camera on her, and she's watching herself on the projector. And her like head is like this, and she has blinders on. She can only look there, and he kills her while she's watching. Right.
Before you remake it, treat yourself to watching Thesis, because I think that's going to add so much, because that's got a lot of that sort of Strange Days
similar elements, footage.
Not in your story, but in that sort of like, I think you're going to get a lot out of seeing that film.
Yeah,
it's good.
And I'm missing that one moment. I'm just missing that one moment, and I feel like that moment, maybe even before he kills her, but just like you see him, like the knife come in, and like she, so creepy, so
love
creepy.
Love it though. Genuine.
Yeah.
Did I ever send you my film?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Send it over.
I'll send it over.
Yeah.
Because that's about it's semi true story, but it's obviously not. But I collect film. I collect physical media. By the sea of nonsense.
Good for you.
But I also have 8mm and 16mm projectors. Yeah, real nice. And I would take myself to people's houses in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they'd be like, "Oh, I've got some reels of film that my dad like they're in the basement or in the attic," and I'm like, "All right, sick, let's go." And I would just go, and then I'd realize, like, up in the attic, just like, no one knows I'm here, but look at these films, you know. And I'll take them away. And I took a load of films once from this couple, and just as I was like paying them, she said, "We don't know what's on them, so if there's anything weird, we don't know about it." And I was like, well, you could have said that before I paid. I would have paid double. Right. Like, God knows what's going to be on here. There was nothing, you know?
Yeah.
But
family,
it's that thing of just like, but what
there
I want
could be
is
anything.
It's a family holiday. Everyone's at the beach. Everyone's having a nice time. And then maybe in the evening, Dad got a little bit kinky with Mum and thought, let's fucking film it. And I want to see that. I want to see that kind of like that candid thing that no one was meant to see. And I'm not using it. I'm not going to exploit it, but just sort of be like, oh, I love that. That's what you two are getting up to, and you're having a great fucking time.
Yeah.
So I love just capturing that voyeuristic sort of like nature of it.
Yes.
But this film is about what if the footage that you see is more like in a cult or a snuff or a satanic kind of thing. And then that sort of takes over you, like an obsession takes over you.
Yeah.
So it deals in those things of seeing things you weren't meant to see. And there's something about physical media which I bloody love.
Yeah.
Most things.
Yes. I love that. I love it. Yeah. Finding something in an attic and you're like, ooh, God, no one should ever have seen this.
Right?
That's great.
And not for any reason other than it's dog shit. Like, we were in a flea market in Bruges or something once, me and Kirsty. And like, I'm always like, 8mm film, 16mm film, anything. And they're like, this family video. And I'm like, I'll take it. And then I get all excited. I'm like, oh God, I wonder what's going to be on it. I wonder if they went on a caravan holiday.
It's the mystery that intrigues.
There's no copy of this. This is the only one, and it could be gold. And a friend of mine once bought a typewriter, and in the case there was 2 pages of a book that someone had started to write. And he picked them up, looked, and went, oh, and was about to throw them away. And I was like, whoa, no.
Yeah.
Hold on. Keep that. That's good shit, man. Like, you don't know. It's over there. I've still got the pages. And it's because it's like, that's cool. That's someone's little story, and they wrote 2 pages of it, and it's not very good, and there's a bit smutty, but I want it. I want it. So, yeah, I love it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What is your controversial opinion on a famous film?
I hated Uncut Gems.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know, man.
It was.
I get it. I get it. I don't necessarily.
Is there anything to get?
Movies. And it's like a Marty Supreme thing. I haven't seen Marty Supreme, but I feel like people are getting that same feeling from that. And the Safdie brothers, they're trying something new. They're doing something new. These irredeemable characters who are, they're. I don't know. I don't think you have to always write protagonists as heroes. I love anti-heroes. Yeah. I love them, but I want to root for them at least once. And I couldn't root for Uncut Gems, and I couldn't root for characters that I despise and that are horrible in every sense of the word, have no redeeming qualities. And I get it. I do get it. It's frantic, and it gave me a panic attack just watching it. So like, that is a skill, right? Sure. It is. It reminds me of a Gorky painting. Are you familiar with Gorky? It's I wanted to, I've never felt this before, but I wanted to rip the painting off the wall, and I wanted to use it as toilet paper. I wanted to shit on the painting. I've never felt that before. I wanted to destroy the paintings.
Yes.
It made me mad. They made me mad.
Yeah,
and in the same way, I felt that's how I felt about Uncut Gems. I didn't feel that viscerally that I wanted to destroy the film, but I felt like there's no redeeming quality to this film, and I don't like it, and I hate it, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, I was... if Adam Sandler, a bit like The Substance and whatever, it was like, if this wasn't The Sandman, I don't know if anyone would give a shit about this film. Like, I think it's because he's being a scumbag, and he's so known for being a nice man. He
delivered an incredible performance, and I knew he was a great actor from Punch Drunk Love, and I knew that he had, I think all comedic actors can be dramatic actors, and all dramatic actors cannot be comedic actors at all, ever. But yeah, because there's pain and sadness in every clown, and I think that they can access that really well. So yeah, listen, The Sandman did a great job, and it was a panic attack in a movie. Cool. Not necessarily what I want out of my movies, and people will defend it and be like, "I love that film. That was the best film." Blah blah blah. And I was like, I love that clearly you don't have any panic disorders. So like,
right?
What? Like, you clearly don't have any mental illness.
Oh, it must be so nice waking up in the morning without having to take a pill. Nice. You son of a bitch.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know how controversial that is, but it certainly I've had loud arguments about Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I've had to justify a similar view, and I don't. I mean, to me, it's the same as The Bear. I understand that The Bear is a very good and well written show, but I've worked in hospitality. I don't need that. Like, I really feel like if you like The Bear, you don't have that in your life. You've
never worked in a restaurant.
You've never worked in a restaurant. You've never had something mean so much to you that you're willing to throw it all away and like throw everything else away and just fucking focus. And it's like, if you've never had that, get it artificially by all means.
Yeah.
But that's my cat. I live most days with the panic of, fuck, am I gonna Am I going to justify this career for another day? I think I am.
Right.
Am I? I think I will. Yeah, go on then. Let's do it. Start writing, you know?
Yeah, my addiction is film and making films and being, marginally successful. And it's just enough to keep me coming back and, huffing the dreams. So I get it. Uncut Gems, but it's too close to home. So I don't love it. Don't love it.
What have you been watching recently?
I have a whole list of films and I'm working my way through it. I just watched Oh Hi. It's an indie film about a woman taking who she thought was her boyfriend on a vacation and then chaining him up. It was fun. It was well made. It was okay.
Okay.
I saw No Other Choice, Korean film.
Nice.
Fantastic.
The Koreans know what they're doing.
Oh man, No Other Choice. They don't give a shit about structure. They're like, oh, you think it should go this way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't go the way you think it goes, and then it goes so deep into other people's lives. It's fantastic. It's about a guy who loses his perfect life and he loses his job, and then he realizes the only way he's going to get this other job is if he kills the other 3 candidates that are ahead of him.
Yes,
it's great.
It's Park Wan-chuk.
Yeah, that's it. He's done a bunch of other really good films.
Big fan. I saw him introduce The Handmaiden at BFI Film Festival once, and God, that was good.
No Other Choice. And then I watched Teeth for the first time, about dentata. It was fun. It was a romp.
Yeah,
ridiculous, but
love it.
Incredible lead actress. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but she was really good. And then my fiance Celia and I are doing a really nerdy thing. We are rewatching all of Game of Thrones, but then rewatching each episode with the commentary. So we're watching an episode, then watching the episode with the commentary, and we love it. We just love it.
I'm so happy for you. So you're watching it on DVD, Blu-ray?
Oh yeah.
More respect.
From the library.
Oh, lovely. That's nice. That's lovely.
It's the
okay.
Best.
What? So are you talking you bookend? You go episode, finish next night again with the commentary.
Sometimes same night. Sometimes same night commentary, and it's always different. I thought it was going to be just the showrunners, but they did the pilot. But then it's the actors. It's different perspectives. Sometimes it's the writer. Sometimes it's the art director. It's so cool. I thought I wasn't gonna like the one with all the kids, Sansa, Maisie, and Bran, but they had some really interesting, introspective commentary, even though they were little baby kids.
Well, I once I interviewed who's the one that was paralyzed?
Bran.
I interviewed
but I don't
him
remember his name.
Yeah, I interviewed him on a red carpet once, and he mentioned he was 16 or something. Mm-hmm. And I kind of went fucking hell. And he kind of looked at me like, what? And I was like, oh, that was because you're 16 and you're that good. I was like, you're a pretty good actor. And at 16, that's well done. And I was like, it was frustration.
It didn't seem like, even when he was a little kid in the pilot episode, he had something. And it was untrained. He's too young to be trained. He just had a natural ability to emote through his face, and he could do it with a look. And the thing is that I learned all about the pilot and how it was reshot, and they begged. It was so funny. Only in Hollywood, they went to the HBO and they were like, "Hey, we messed up the pilot so badly. We spent $10 million on the pilot." And we have to. Can you just give us $100 million for the first season? And they were like, all right. And then they reshot 90% of the pilot.
Cheeky motherfuckers.
I know. How did they get away with it? Who knew? But then it became. Someone was right. So whoever watched it was right.
But then again, the first 3 series of that show, it wasn't it was a bit of a sleeper hit. Yeah. It didn't blow up. You know, it wasn't until like I think season 3 in the Dragons that everyone over here was like, "Oh fuck, we should be paying attention."
It became immensely popular in the 4th season, and I think it was only good until the books ran out, right? 5th season maybe or something like that. The last good episode was with Brienne of Tarth fighting the Hound, and then after that episode was the new season, and it was terrible. We can all agree on that, I hope. And the season finale was terrible and everything like that. It was fucking awful. They had a carte blanche. They could have done it forever, and they could have done like 6 more seasons, and they could have taken as much time as they wanted, and they didn't. They fucking didn't. They fucked up, and they deserve all the shit they get because they fucked up. But first couple seasons, great. And after the first season, when Ned died, I think it got a boost because people were like, "You can't do that. You can't kill off a lead character." Of course they can. Anyway, so. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm watching. I'm watching and rewatching all of Game of Thrones.
Nice. I once referred to my friend's dad. I said to him, "Your dad, like," he goes, I can't explain how I think of him, but the line, "I bet you taste like blackberry jam," from the first episode of...
I remember.
And
that was improvised.
I said, like, that is how I picture your dad. And he was like, fucking hell.
That's such a great scene, too.
Yeah.
The guy who played the king is incredible actor.
He's excellent.
Everybody.
But he's...
Robert Baratheon.
He's just a TV guy over here. You know what I mean? He'll
be
in ads.
Comedy. He's a comedy guy, too.
Yeah.
I got roles after that, I'm sure. Because he was... Sure. And Sean Bean. I'm blown away.
Have you watched any show?
That guy can convey everything. You want to just live on that guy's face. You just do a push into that guy's face. Anything you want to. Sorrow, shame, despair, all of it. He's so good. He's so fucking good.
Have you seen Jupiter Ascending though? Because he's in that.
Yeah. Okay. He's not good in everything. That shut me up real quick.
Yeah, it did. No, Sean Bean is very good. And have you watched any Sharp?
That was my next. They talk about that in the commentary. They're like, "Hey, it's not popular in the States, but you have to watch Sharp."
Yeah,
and I will.
It's very like it's got a big following over here.
Yeah,
like people love it. You know.
Yeah,
and
I'm into it. I'm gonna totally pick it up and watch it after this. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. For coming on. Do you want to do your shout? Oh, do you want to do your promo for Dust? Dust?
Altar.
It's on Altar. Yes,
it's on Altar.
Okay, fuck that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on. Do you want to do a quick promo for Disfigurer?
I absolutely do. If you're a fan of old Twilight Zone episodes or Alfred Hitchcock or Bernard Herrmann, or you like anything in black and white, then go see Disfigura. It's a 15-minute short film. It'll be well worth your time. It's on Altar now on YouTube. All you have to look up is Altar on YouTube and find Disfigura. Please like, comment, share. And if you like it, reach out because I'm always available.
I saw it, like we said, at Screamfest, and I bloody loved it. I think it was genuinely a very good short that works, and the story of how it got made and how you got Doug Jones involved was always great as well. It's such a fun sort of... It's fun to see Doug not all done up as well. Like he's being able to be an actor.
He's doing a lot more of that stuff now these days. He I think we started that trend, and
good.
He's continued it since then.
I mean, nothing will ever beat him playing Pencilhead from Mystery Men, but it's good enough. Well, thank you very much, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.
Absolutely.
This has been a Lovable Rogue Productions podcast. Thank you to everyone that listened. If you want to help out Your Life in Film, then download it, like it, share it, and give the pod a follow. I didn't realise till starting this that a download is the way they measure success and not just a listen. So, listening means nothing. Make sure you check out my guests on their socials, which will be in the description of the episode. Take a look at my letterboxd. I've made a list of all the films that have been mentioned on the pod. There's fucking hundreds. So you can find some good films there. There is some good ones. There's some fucking weird ones, and I love them. Quick shout out to some of the podcasts I'm listening to. Caliber 9 from Outer Space. That's Robin Joe's. That's really good. And then The Villain Was Right. That's a great fun. Check that out. If you really want to be a mensch, give me that money. There's a link in the description. It'll explain it all. But a download and a share is excellent, and I actually appreciate that a lot more than you'd think. We currently have no sponsors, but I am open to them. I'll shill anything. I don't care. This has been a Lovable Rogue production. Thank you for listening.